So we got them to the point where they want to be discussing about God, about Allah Azza wa Jal. Because you said his life's just a game. Did you test his message? You summarized his message. He told us to believe in God. Do you believe in God? And then you start a conversation. If they believe in God, and if they don't believe in God, you say the same thing. Because you don't know why they believe in God. They may believe in God because one day on a Sunday, they went fishing and they caught a trout. They said, God must exist. Right? Something as irrational as that. But the point is, you're going to tell them why you believe in God. So you say, okay, you don't believe in God? I think I got good reasons to believe in the divine. I've got good reasons to believe in God himself. And then give them those reasons. So, you tell me what you would say to someone who doesn't believe in God. Or you tell me what you would say to someone of why you believe in God. Hands. Yes, brother.
There's three things. Either the universe, this creation come from nothing. So it comes from nothing. But we know as human beings it doesn't come from nothing. Either it created itself, and the question is what created it, or either there's a creator behind all of it.
What dawah course did you go to? My one. I'm flattered, man. I must be a good teacher. MashaAllah. Did you hear what the brother said? Everybody now knows that this universe was given birth to. It started. It popped into existence. It emerged. Whatever word you want to use in the thesaurus, the point is, it began. If that's the case, as the brother eloquently said, three possible explanations. Came from nothing, kuch nahi. Yeah, in Urdu, came from nothing, it created itself, it was created. We know it can't come from nothing because out of nothing what comes? Nothing. Sorry? Nothing. Can't hear you. Nothing. Good, you remember it now. So the next option is, it created itself. Is that possible? Why is self-creation possible? Not possible. Yes, brother?
It's like your mother giving birth to herself.
Oh yeah! Listen, can your mom give birth to herself? Can your mother give birth to herself? No. So the point is, that gives an amazing example of why things can't create themselves. So the best explanation the universe was? Created. Sorry? Created. Who? Created. What? Was the universe created or not? Yes. It was? Created. Good. So let me summarize. Universe started. Three explanations. Came from nothing. Impossible. Created itself. Impossible. Therefore is created. That's one argument for the existence of Allah Azza wa Jal. Give me another one. Something new. Yes, brother. Who? The pottery in the desert. Very clever. Let's change pottery. We don't live in the age of pottery anymore, akhi. Maybe you do. Yeah? Or maybe where you come from. Yeah, Kashmir, I don't know. No, I'm kidding. The point is, the phone in the square. Okay, imagine you're in Leicester Square, you might go to Common Garden, you might go to Marble Arch. Use your surroundings as part of the argument. It makes them internalize it better. For them to visualize this far off desert, they may be thinking about their summer holiday. Okay? So the point is, make sure you talk about the environment. So if I'm in Leicester Square, I say, look, imagine this square we have in front of us, and all of a sudden, we're walking around and we see this blackberry. Okay? There's a blackberry. You walk up to the blackberry and you pick it up. And you say, well, that's so weird. There's only two possibilities of how it got there. Is that someone designed it and created it and then accidentally dropped it. Or it just appeared by chance. That somehow the plastic in the recycle bin somehow melted itself and shaped itself into a mobile phone. And the broken glass in the corner somehow brought itself together to create silicon and form the glass. And the petrol and oil in the car down the road somehow flew this way and shaped itself so it could form into plastic and other necessary parts of the mobile phone. Is that possible? No. It's impossible, isn't it? So the best explanation is that it was dropped by someone because someone owned it and they bought it from a company and that company designed it. Now, if we take this example to the whole universe, what's the best explanation since the universe is far more complex than a mobile phone? It appeared out of chance or via design? Design or chance? Design. Sorry? Design. Q. Why? Because of the impossibility of something even less complex than the universe, like a mobile phone, appearing out of chance by using things around it, and somehow they form together to create a mobile phone. And by the way, it has your mother's mobile phone number inside. So you know it's impossible. Good. Who's got one more argument? See, you already know these arguments. I didn't have to teach you anything. Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Well, basically the purpose of life. How can you wake up every morning kind of thinking that you wake up, you live, and then you die, and then nothing after? And we all need some sort of guidance of what is the way to do and what is not to do.
Okay, good. That links to the next part, the Quran revelation. But another one directly proving God's existence. Yes, brother. Yes. The brother is saying, if you deny God, you're denying your own very existence. The very fact you're here must mean there must have been a beginning. And that's as simple as that. There must have been a beginning to the whole of creation. Because it can't go back forever, as we discussed. Give me something that's totally new. Yes, brother. Okay, that's a good one. The argument of nature. We all have a natural affinity to believe in the divine, which we call in Islam the fitra, which comes from the root word fa-ra, which you have words like fatrun and fatarahu, that Allah created something within you to acknowledge Him. So you can say, it's inside you. You've just been socialized by society to deviate from the path of nature. This is why even all the anthropologists and psychologists say that even if you took atheist children and put them on a desert island, they would all believe in one God. So that's a good argument. One more. Yes, brother.
I want to ask you, for the argument of not really the designer, some of them ask me the same thing. They say, then the designer need the designer.
Good. Good question.
Same argument.
Okay, the brother is posing a question that some people will say, well, if there's a designer for the universe, well, the designer needs a designer as well. Who can answer that question? Who said that? Stand up.
Basically, let's say there's a sniper here, and he's pointing a gun at someone. He needs command to shoot that person here, and that he will have to, let's say he's on the radio, he will have to call up his commander in charge. If, for instance, that was the case, he will have to call up and be endless until he gets the command to shoot that person.
Very good. What the brother is saying is that to claim who designed the designer, well then who designed the designer that designed the designer that designed the designer? Well, what stops us from keep on saying, well, who designed the designer that designed the designer that designed the designer that designed the designer that designed the designer? Well, then who designed the designer that designed the designer that designed? So the point is, if that goes on forever, you will never have design. You need an undesigned designer or an uncreated creator. And he used an amazing example with the sniper. Imagine I'm a sniper and I want to shoot somebody. I have to ask permission from the soldier or the marine behind me. But he also has to ask permission. And then that guy also has to have to ask permission. And that goes on forever. Am I ever going to shoot? No. Similarly with the universe, if we have a forever chain of creators or a forever chain of designers, we will never have design and we will never have creation in the first place. So the question, which I always say to atheists now is, by the way, you know that question denies your own existence? Because if that goes on forever, you wouldn't be here. So it's only rational, necessarily rational, to posit, to assert, to claim, to make the fact that there must be an undesigned designer and an uncreated creator. You happy with that, brother? Alhamdulillah, jazakallah khair.